In the conversion rate optimization space, there are so many misconceptions, and I believe that it is either by professionals because they want to make it look really complicated so that you would hire them, or by your competition because they have the unfair advantage of using conversion rate optimization and they don't want you to get started. But in this video, I will debunk 3 myths around conversion rate optimization and show you why they aren't true. Myth number 1. You need a degree in statistics in order to be able to do conversion rate optimization. No, that's not true. Maybe if you want to do everything manually, but let's be honest, we have tools that just do the calculations for you. So you really don't have to understand what the formulas are that go behind those calculations. The only thing that you need to be able to do is look at the tools, look at the results, and understand what is going on. And for that, it is really important to know 2 simple concepts. The first concept is randomness. So when you test 2 pages against each other, let's say we have a landing page with a video and we have a landing page without video. When somebody comes to the page, they might or might not sign up on your landing page. But the truth is that some of those people will sign up no matter what. And some of the people will never sign up. And that is what is called randomness. The reason that somebody signs up is not related to the changes that you made on the page. Now that is where the calculations come into place. Those calculations allow to make sure that you can know whether something is random or not random, and this is called statistical significance. So the only thing you need to understand about that is that statistical significance basically means to reduce the randomness. So the higher the percentage of statistical significance, the bigger the chance that something isn't random. Now, we suggest that you get to a 95% or higher so that you're sure that what is happening on your page is actually linked to the changes that you made. The second myth is that you need a ton of traffic before starting conversion rate optimization. This is just not true. Now, of course, if you have more traffic, it might be easier, but you don't have to wait until you have a ton of traffic in order to do this. Now, the way to understand this and the way to understand how you can start testing even if you don't have a lot of traffic is by thinking about apples, oranges, bowling balls, and paper clips. Let me quickly explain. If I ask 100 people whether an apple or an orange is heavier, it might get very close results. Some people might weigh them and be like, oh, I think it's the orange. Somebody might be, I think it's the apple. And in order to actually know whether the apple or the orange is heavier, I will have to ask a lot of people in order to get to that statistical significance. Now, if I ask someone whether a bowling ball or a paperclip is heavier, I won't need 1,000 people in order to see how different those are. Now, the same is true with your tests. If you want to test the color of a button, which is kind of the thing that you probably shouldn't be doing, you will need thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people because the change is so small that it will be really hard to see a result. You might maybe lift your conversion rates from 5% to 5.2%, but in order to make sure that that is not just random, you will need so many people to come to that page and to take that conversion. But if you make big changes, if you have 2 completely different pages, if you have 2 completely different opt-in offers, then you can actually get to results with way less people. So imagine that you have 2 opt-in forms for completely different opt-in offers, and one converts at 2% and the other one converts at 20%. You don't need 300 people to make sure that that is not random. It will be very clear that this one is outperforming the other one. So no, you don't need a ton of traffic in order to start your conversion rate optimization. And then myth number 3, you need complicated and expensive tools to start testing. Again, not true. If you are using Thrive Teams tools, we have testing embedded in most of our tools. With Thrive Leads, you can start testing your opt-in forms, so you can immediately start testing whether that ribbon or that lightbox would convert better. And with Thrive Optimize, you can also test your landing pages. We use it to test our sales pages or landing pages, and it is really super, super easy. Now, if you're not yet using our tools, then you can also go for something like Google Optimize. It's actually a free tool. It's fairly easy to set up. You need to copy paste a little bit of code, but honestly, they explain it pretty well and you can get started. And lastly, you can also start conversion rate optimizing without actually doing an A/B test. So if you have, for example, a webinar. So we organize these monthly webinars, and when we send out the email, people can sign up for the webinar. Now, depending on the topic, we will get more or less people to sign up. And this will give us information about which topic is more popular. You can use the exact same technique. 1 week, 2 weeks, 2 weeks preferably, start putting one opt-in offer on your website. See how many people sign up. Then 2 weeks later, show the other one and see how many people sign up. And if the other one is largely outperforming this one, then you don't need any complicated tools for that. Now, I hope that this video convinced you to start testing things on your website, because incremental improvements is how you keep getting better and better. And if you are an online entrepreneur, make sure to hit that subscribe button and to click on that bell so that you're notified when we publish new videos. Also, let me know in the comments if there's something else you get stuck on, or if you've run a test and you've seen some really cool results, because I want to hear about them.